Hi everybody, welcome back to our Pilates from a balcony in Abu Dhabi. Today we're focusing on our obliques, both stability and toning of our obliques. It's a full body Pilates class, as Pilates always addresses the whole body, but we'll just hone in on our obliques a little bit more today. Whenever you're ready, let's get into our setup. Hip width the size of 2 fists between your feet and your knees. Your shoe size roughly, heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis position, imprint your back onto the mat and arch. Roll your lower back into the mat and arch. Feel the difference between these two pelvic tilts and then find the center for neutral, that soft, gentle curve in the lower back. Lower ribs are heavy, so you're not flaring your rib cage. Take your hands onto your ribs. Inhale and open the ribs wide. Exhale, knit the ribs in and down. Breathe in and open the ribs out to the sides. Exhale, knit the ribs together. Once more, inhale, open the ribs up. Exhale, knit the ribs in and down. Hands by the sides, crawl your fingers to the end of the mat. Shoulders back, lengthening across the collarbones. Tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy, gentle chin nod. Get your brain into the front and the back of your pelvic floor, like you're very gently holding in wind, holding in a drop of pee, so feel those pelvic floor muscles. Inhale to prepare. With your exhale, find the pelvic floor, scoop your belly up along your spine and knit your ribs in and down. Inhale to open the ribs wide. Exhale, gentle with the pelvic floor, scoop your belly up along your back and knit your ribs in and down. Breathe in, open the ribs out. Exhale, get your attention to the center of the body, scoop and knit the ribs. Take a breath in to prepare. With your exhale, switch on the center, lift your first knee into tabletop. Inhale, with your exhale, switch on nice and strong, lift the second knee into tabletop. Squash your knees and ankles together. Float your hands and reach your hands across the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, switch on the core. Head, neck and shoulders lift as one unit. There's an imaginary peach underneath your chin, so there's some space here. We're not cramming the chin into the chest. Get the core switching on and firing so you can lift the chest forward with ease in the neck. Squeeze your knees and ankles together to remind your brain to connect through the whole body. Squeezing the knees towards the midline, connecting through the pelvic floor, the abs and the ribs. Let's warm up with a familiar exercise and then we'll get into some variety for our obliques. Hands behind the head, give the weight of the head away, open the elbows wide. Make sure that you're not slipping backwards so your head looks up to the ceiling. You scoop your belly, knit your ribs and stay forward. As you rotate to the right elbow, the left leg lengthens. Inhale back to the center. Left elbow, right leg lengthens and inhale back to the center. If you're more advanced, the leg can go lower and then draw back in. Only if there's complete stability across your pelvis, there's no pain in your back. So exhale to rotate, inhale to the center. Exhale, open both elbows wide and inhale to the center. Keep the chest forward. 5. Think about what's not moving, that leg in tabletop. 4, your hips, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 3, full exhale, gentle inhale. Exhale and push through the leg, inhale to the center. 2, last one each side, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. When you're ready, we're going to lower the shoulders down. You can keep your hands there because there'll be an option to come forward. You're going to dip your knees towards the right side. So one hip is lifting off the ground. I'll just show you what that looks like. So it's really going to challenge the stability through the bottom side of our obliques and help us to crunch the upper side of our obliques. So we're working with and against that instability, scooping through the core. One hip is lifted, but make sure that your shoulders feel level so we're not gravitating towards the side that the weight of the legs is going. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs. You're going to inhale to reach the legs out and exhale to draw the knees back in. Inhale to reach the legs out, exhale, scoop through the core. You're never squeezing the core because our ribs won't like that. You're just using that center line, bringing your focus back to the midline. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3 more here. Inhale, exhale, reinforce the core. 2 more. Inhale, we're working on our balance, and exhale. 1 more, that bottom hip is heavy, the chest is open. If you'd like, you can continue with the shoulders down or come forward into an ab prep. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. 4 more. We feel one hip differently. We feel the abs working differently. 3 more, but we're going to balance it on the other side. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Once more. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders can be up or down. You're just going to tap the toes and lift. Feel this outside oblique working. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. Chest is forward, so make sure you're not rotating. 4 more. 3 more. Squash the knees and ankles together. 2 more. Once more. Inhale and exhale. You can repeat the lower body, or we're going to lift and lower the upper body. Inhale all the way back. Exhale, scoop the core. Chest is proud, coming forward. 5 more. 4 more. Squeeze the knees and ankles together. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. This is a lot of work through the legs as well as the abs. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Come back to the center. Lower the shoulders down. Open the elbows wide. Length across the chest. Now go towards the second side. So one hip lifts off the ground, pressing down into the lower hip. You're going to inhale to lengthen the legs out and exhale to bend the knees. The chest is open. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach through the toes and the ankles, squash the ankles together and exhale. You have 5 more. 4 more. 3 more, connecting to the center without squeezing. 2 more, so it's that pelvic floor abs ribs. Once more, inhale and exhale. You can keep the shoulders down or come into ab prep and continue. Inhale and exhale, knees and ankles together, open up the elbows. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Once more. Shoulders can be up or down, it's up to you. We're going to tap the toes and lift. Really feel the toning in the outside of the obliques. Inhale to tap. Exhale, zip it all back together. 5 more. Open up the elbows, chest is forward. 4 more, challenging on the abs, also the legs in our balance. 3 more. Inhale gently. Exhale, scoop through the center. 2 more. Chest is forward and proud unless your shoulders are on the ground. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. You can repeat just the lower body. Otherwise, we're lifting and lowering an ab prep. Inhale the whole way back. Exhale, scoop the core first and come forward. Inhale and exhale for 5. 4, one hip is lifted, our balance is really challenged. For 3, really working the stabilizers in our obliques. For 2, inhale and exhale, nice and slow. Last one, inhale and exhale. Back to the center with your hips. Lower the shoulders down, stretch the legs. Take a breath into your belly, your sides, your back, your ribs. And exhale. Bend your knees. You can do these exercises with the shoulders down, or scoop the belly, knit the ribs, come forward, and you're going to prop yourself up onto your elbows. So again, you could be down here or here, so you could have yourself in ab prep or on the mat. Otherwise, we're coming forward where you're propping yourself up on your elbows. Just make sure this doesn't happen with your shoulders. So your chest is open, you're almost drawing the shoulder blades together to get the chest to come forward. Scoop the belly and knit the ribs. It helps you draw your knees towards your chest. We're coming onto one hip again, so you're on your right hip. The left leg is going to draw a rainbow across the body, bringing you onto the left hip, and then the right leg follows. So it's floating rainbows. Inhale, or jumping rainbows, and exhale. You don't want your shoulders to move, so keep stable, keep forward and neutral with the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Chest is open. 5. Working through our obliques, stable shoulders, inhale and exhale. 4. Chest is open, but you're rounding the lower back. 3. Adjust if you need to. Maybe you want to lower your shoulders for some reps. 2. Chest is forward. Look for that stability. Think about your alignment. Last one, each side. So we're starting on our right hip. Inhale and exhale. Stay here. Squash the knees and ankles together. Chest is forward, so make sure you haven't rotated. Both legs move together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Can you keep the knees and ankles together? 5. Chest is open. You can lower the shoulders anytime you need, otherwise press forward. 4. You do get some toning through the chest and the arms. Think about your core. 3. So we're never arching the back. 2. Get to the end of your exhale. And 1. Back to the center. Hug your knees in. Take a deep breath in and out. Take your time here, but if you're ready, we're coming forward to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. If you need to put a bend in the knees, that's okay. Hands behind the head. Relax the armpits down away from the ears. So think about drawing your shoulder blades down to your back pockets, your armpits down to your front pockets. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs, connect to your pelvic floor. Holding in P, holding in wind, scoop. Anchor the hips down. You're going to lean towards your left hip and you're going to let the right hip lift. So you feel wobbly there and you need your body to stabilize so that you don't fall over. Then the hip lowers and you can come back. Right elbow, lifting the left hip. Get that stability through the body. It's a bit wobbly on day 1, then you repeat it for day 2. Push into the stable leg. The hip lowers and then you come back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Really small movement, but really challenging. Exhale. The hip lifts. One side's usually better than the other. Lower the hip down and come back to the center with your inhale. Exhale, second side. Find some strength. Lift the hip. Reinforce that strength. Lower the hip. Inhale, come back to the center. We're going to change it a little bit. So now come to the left side. The hip lifts. You're going to lower the hip and get your elbow as far away from the hip as possible. So the right hip, the right elbow lifts away and then come back to the center. Right elbow to the floor, left hip lifts. Lower that left hip down and now we add on so the left elbow goes as far away as possible and come back to the center. Left elbow, right hip lifts. Find your stability. Now you lower the hip, but we also stretch the elbow away from the hip and come back to the center. Right elbow, left hip, lower the hip again and stretch the elbow up away from the hip and then come back to the center. Once more each side. Left elbow, open the elbows wide. Right hip, lower the hip and get the elbow as far away from your hip as possible and then come back to the center. Lovely release through the side. Right elbow, left hip. As you lower the hip, the elbow goes as far away from the hip as possible and then you come back to the center. You're going to flex the ankles, pulling your toes towards the knees. Rotate towards the right elbow and push the left foot forward. This is going to work the front of the legs. Inhale to the center. Exhale, left elbow, right foot forward. So our feet are moving with this rotation. So we're using our obliques to help pull this movement. And inhale to the center. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, left elbow, the right foot forward. And inhale, press the legs down. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Think of your alignment when you come back to the center and inhale. Once more each side. This really works our quads. You feel your hip flexors working the front of the legs, stable through the spine, and inhale. Now squash the feet together and point the feet without any shifting in the hips or sliding with the legs. We rotate. Feel the stability, anchor the legs down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Once more each side, shoulders down, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. And you can relax that out of your arms and out of your hips. When you're ready, come into your starting position, hip width between the feet and the knees, shoe size roughly, heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. So feel an articulated shoulder bridge through your body. You're rolling your back into the mat and peeling one vertebra at a time. So feel the difference between all of the links in your back on the way up and on the way down. To modify this move, you're keeping both feet on the ground. Otherwise, we're going to work the internal obliques by stabilizing. So we're lifting our right leg out, kind of like a frog position, but just with one leg. Your left foot is planted. Just make sure that the left knee doesn't fall out to the side. It will want to do that to counterbalance, and we're working with how heavy this leg is. So in that frog position, you're going to try and keep your pelvis neutral. Our pelvis does want to shift towards the side where the weight of the leg is, but we're centering ourselves. Exhale, roll through the spine and lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll through the spine and lower. Only move up as far as you're comfortable and keep it nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. You have 5. Inhale and exhale. You're pressing into the full foot, the left foot. 4. 3. 2. Feel that massage through the spine while we work our internal obliques. Last one. You can continue this for 5, or we're going to lengthen the leg out. It's at a 45-degree angle. That weight is really being drawn, but we're stabilizing through the center. Press into your full foot that's planted on the ground, all the toes in your heel. Take a breath in. Exhale, roll up. Inhale and exhale. Work the posterior chain. 5. Take time for your inhale. 4, reaching the straight leg away, or the knee if it's bent. 3. 2. And 1. Hug the knees in, press your knees together, then release. Feet are parallel and hip width apart, pressing into your right foot, lifting the left knee out into that frog position, just one-sided. Breathe in. Exhale, roll up. Push into your supporting foot. Inhale and exhale. 5. Remember to swap the side you start on every day. 4. Are your hips nice and aligned through your spine, into the shoulders? 3. 2, and 1. You can do another 5 rounds with the knee where it is, or you can straighten the knee out so the leg is shooting out to the side at a 45-degree angle. Keep stretching through that ankle. Press into your supporting foot. Make sure the knee isn't veering out to the side. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. 5, Pressing into your full foot, feeling the back of the leg work. Keep your brain down the body. Move through the spine 1 link at a time. 4, inhale fully. Exhale fully, let it relax your body. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, articulate through the spine. 3. 2, and last one. Lower the leg down, hug the knees in and squash them together. Take a breath in and out. When you're ready, we're coming to a side position. You can lower the body down anytime it suits you to lie down flat, otherwise you're propping yourself up on your elbow. The knees are bent and you're bringing your feet in towards your bum, so we have a good bend in the knees. Relax the shoulders, and now instead of the shoulder creeping up to the ear, draw the armpit down towards your pocket, scoop through the pelvic floor, the abs and the ribs. So it's like there's a sling underneath the lower side of your body. So we're not flaring and opening the rib cage. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs down towards your hips, armpit draws down. You're going to open the knees out wide and then squeeze the knees together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Can you lift up with that inhale and then lower down? We don't want our chest to open up to the ceiling, so keep your shoulders forward. Inhale and exhale. 7. Inhale and exhale. 6. Inhale, think of the center of the body, and exhale. 5, shoulder down, inhale and exhale. 4, inhale, press into the bottom leg, lift and exhale. 3, armpits down, inhale and exhale. 2, if your neck needs a break, you can look down, inhale and exhale. 1, float the top leg. With your circle, you inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. Your hips can stay on the ground, or you can lift with the inhale and lower with the exhale, but make sure this doesn't happen. So keep your center line. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the direction. 5, stable shoulders. 4, 3, armpits down. 2 and 1. Lengthen out your top leg, reach the top arm overhead and just go for a side bend. Come back to the center. We're going to swap sides and you can take your time. You can do all of these leg movements keeping the hips on the ground or lowering the upper body, otherwise you're propping the elbow up. Bring your feet in towards your bum, so we're bending our knees, squeezing the knees together. Make sure you set up the center of your body, scoop through the center, knit the ribs together, armpits down. You inhale to lift the top leg and exhale to lower your knees touch. If you want to lift the body up and lower down as well with a stable shoulder, you can. To relax your neck, your head can look down. Inhale and exhale. 7, 6, 5, think of the midline. 4, 3, 2, and 1. The top leg floats and you can create circles. If you want to move the upper body with it, you can. Inhale, up for half a circle, exhale, down. Inhale and exhale. 5, stable shoulders, long and relaxed neck. 4, put your attention down the body into that bottom leg. 3, scoop through the core, stabilizing all our core muscles. 2, inhale and exhale. 1. So here's your reminder to slow down, create loads of energy through the body and dig deep. Reverse the direction. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, smooth with the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Stretch out that top leg, reach the top arm, just go for a side bend and you can release it. We're coming onto the belly just to extend our backs before we finish. Relax your shoulders down, reach through your toes, ankles, knees and hips. Lengthen the neck, so reach forward through the crown of the head. You choose how big this is. You can keep it as small as you like. Tuck your tailbone slightly so you feel the front of the legs pressing down. Inhale to peel the upper body. Exhale, lower down 1 vertebra at a time. Let's just go for 5, 4, 3. Think about the legs reaching backwards. 2. Inhale to the front of the body, open up, relax your shoulders. Last one. When you're ready, you can come back onto all fours, do a cat-cow stretch and let your back relax. And we're done. Thank you all so much for joining me back in Ireland next week. I hope you feel amazing. Enjoy this class every day. Thank you so much for taking one of my classes again, and I'll see you next week for a new class. Thanks everybody.